I feel like cops interact different with us than anybody else because of whatever reservations they have in their mind is based on the color of our skin. And the color of our when they see the color of our skin, something triggers them to act differently with us than anybody else.
This is gonna be interesting, bro. It's gonna be cringe, dog. It's about to be so cringe, man. But look, I'm doing it to help, to educate, to inform, to create awareness, to create that bridge, dog. You know what I mean? And my day ones, y'all are gonna know. Cause y'all are gonna remember the old Stevie. The old Stevie was cooked, right? And reason why I'm doing this, man, because of course, the world has been flipped upside down due to this whole Charlie Kirk tragedy, and people are divided, much more than divided. People have become evil, but I'm not gonna beat that dead horse. Well, I'm gonna continue beating that dead horse, but not right now. Not right now, bro. But you know, past I don't know, a couple of days, I've lost a considerable amount of subscribers. Right, all viewing me as Uncle Tom, the Coon, right? Whatever they want to call your boy, right? And I just wanted to highlight the transition in my own story, bro, because I used to be one of those people, right? I used to be one of those people, man, and even though I've lost a bunch of subscribers, I've gained a whole bunch of new ones that are only aware of this version of Stevie that you see before you now. And I keep getting posed this question of like, how are you able? It's still taboo for a lot of people to see black folks with the perspective of mine, which is the whole problem in itself, man. We need to get rid of this whole assumed monolith of how black people are. That's what holds us back, right? If black folks as a collective can't all agree to terms on certain things, then that's when the labels fly. But the ironic thing about it is that I used to be one of those people, man, and I'm about to take one for the team and go back and look at this video that I posted going at Candace Owens about her opinion on the whole George Floyd situation. I know y'all remember after George Floyd passed, Candace Owens gave her thoughts about the whole thing, how how black people were praising George Floyd as some type of martyr and all that, man. And during that time, I was still, your typical ninja. I was your typical brainwashed victim black man, right? And just want to highlight that, bro, because my goal with this is to try to lift the blinders for as many other people, period, bro. People, period, bro. You know what I'm saying? The goal for anybody should be to lift the ceiling off, period, and take everything in, and really see what this world has in store for you, man. But the majority of black folks live in their little black box, and this is during time. This is during the time I lived in my little black box, and I didn't know any better, bro. So, yeah, let's do it. Candace Owens doesn't support George Floyd. Let's talk about it.
The definition of racism is when you feel like your race is superior than that race. I don't feel like even the cops that get involved in these fucked up situations that happen with, and a black person ends up dying. I don't think that they killed that motherfucker just because he was black and they're hunting them down, like she say. I don't feel like black people are getting hunted down. I feel like cops interact different with us than anybody else because of whatever reservations they have in their mind is based on the color of our skin. And when they see the color of our skin, something triggers them to act differently with us than anybody else.
See, and that's just such dangerous rhetoric too, bro. It's a paranoid way to view the world. It's just nothing good about it at all to assume how anybody is viewing you. You will never know what is going on behind someone's eyes. And there's no way to prove it unless bro comes out here and calls you a whole Nigger and tells you. It's just dangerous rhetoric, bro. I'm not here trying to peel back this and dissect this, even though this would be interesting to do, bro, but that's how I was, bro. That's how I was, man. And the ironic thing about that now is just probably the opposite. I've heard cops say it though, but they are apprehensive about even having encounters with black folk because of the political climate and how things can get twisted and everything's always due to race when, bro, if you're breaking the law, you're breaking the law. Are there racist cops out there? Yeah, man. But to generalize all of them and say they all view black folks a certain way is crazy. It's crazy. I mean, it's just the media. The media does a very good job brainwashing all of us through propaganda, the music, the movies, all of that, bro. All of it, dog. When all you gotta do is just conduct yourself like a law-abiding citizen and not break the law, you're not gonna have, the majority of the time, you're not gonna have any problems. Are there bad apples? You can't let bad apples represent the entire group, man. These cops are few and far between. Right? Generally, cops are very good people. They're very good people, man. But the good deeds are never shown and highlighted and given the same attention compared to a cop out here doing some evil shit. And once you see that cop doing some evil shit and whatever, however many other cops have done evil shit in the past, all cops get labeled like this, bro. When 95% of cops are very, very good people, bro. It takes a very good person to put their life on the line to protect and serve, bro. And the cops wasn't here. Shit.
The small percentage of us that are black do so much fucked up shit. So when they see somebody black, they're automatically associated with what those black people are doing, which is a level of racism. It's because of he's black and what those black people do. I'm gonna associate with this black person since he's black. I'm gonna act like he does what those fucked up black people do. Right? That's racist. So levels to race, that's racist. But I understand that. I would understand that. But we could dive deeper into it. Dude, I wish she was here. I could talk to her. Like, the black people.
Candace would have grilled my ass, boy. She would have fucking cooked me, dog. Had my ass on a fucking spit. Like, in the grand scheme of things, bro, like the black dilemma, the black struggle, the victimhood thing, dog, like the fix-all to that is stop looking at black people as a monolith, bro, because we're all tied into the system and what we've been brainwashed and indoctrinated to believe. But if you take a step back and just focus on your situation and control what you can control and not worry about anything else, that would snap everybody out of it, dog. That will snap everybody out of it, bro. 'Cause I'm sitting here talking about how all cops view black people, bro. But if me sitting here applying that to my own situation, I've had my handfuls of run-ins with the law prior to, well, even when I was in law enforcement. I got arrested when I was a federal agent, bro. Almost got fired for it, dog. And my ass was on some fuck shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Stereotypical ninja, right? Getting in trouble with the fucking cops, dog. But even with that, my own situation, bro, for me to feel so passionately about the fact that, you know, all cops look at black people the same way. One would think that every encounter I've had personally with law enforcement, cops have treated me like I was a ninja. And that couldn't be further from the truth. And the majority of black people, period, in America are going to say the same thing. But, you know, let them tell it. All cops are fucking racist. You know what I mean? Because we get brainwashed and fall victim to the shit that they feed us on social media, in the music, in hip hop. Matter of fact, we glorify this shit, bro. That's the fucking problem. When if you just, you know, hold your own self accountable, look at your own situation, regardless of what your situation is, and do what you can do, control the controllables, you will pull yourself out of any situation 9 times out of 10. does fucked up shit happen to some people that is unfair, that it makes it much more difficult than anybody else? Yeah, but that's life. But in 2025, motherfuckers out here cannot act like there's slavery going on. But you think it's slavery still going on by the way the black victimhood mentality is so prominent, bro. But it's done on purpose, dog. Like me, it took YouTube opening my eyes, ripping me out that motherfucker, talking to all y'all. I was fortunate to have that happen to me. Had I not had YouTube, I would never be here. You know what I'm saying? But the government know it. Politics know it. These companies know it. They know how to get money from us. They know how to get the fucking vote. They know how to keep people in a certain place. But that goes for everybody, dog. Right? It's fucking divide and conquer and survival of the fittest, bro. And the more informed you become, more educated you become, more aware you become, the better you're able to navigate this world, bro. When you sitting here demonizing your own people because they're really trying to put you on, dog, but it goes against what you've been fed since you was a fucking baby. You know what I mean? Parents don't fucking know no better. Grandparents don't know no fucking better, dog. When you a free thinker, motherfuckers don't like that shit. Cause call me a black conservative because I have this stance on things, bro. Like even the whole black conservative label, bro. I don't like that shit. I don't like being placed in no motherfucking box, dog. It's a free thinker. No longer slave to the black struggle narrative, bro. Think for myself, right? So that's what everybody should do. Think for themselves, regardless of what color you are. Think for yourself. Get the fuck off social media. Think for yourself, right? Stop having so much evil and ill intent in your heart. Think for yourself. That'll get anybody out of places, bro. But, you know, the emotions are strong. I get it, dog. Outside of controlling the controllables for your own individual situation, one of the other best things you could do for yourself, just stop being so emotional. Just take the feelings away for a second. Look at all these situations objectively. It's gonna be impossible for most because they're so tied to it, bro. You know what I'm saying? That slavery narrative, dog. We can't forget about it. Anybody asking you to forget about it? But we're in 2025, dog. There's no more slavery, bro. There's no more slavery, dog. If you really want to take it there, I'm getting off track, dog. But this is real shit, dog. This is real shit. There's no more slavery, bro. But if you really want to take it there, nobody has any excuse to say somebody else is holding them back or they can't get somewhere, bro. Dog, with everything you have available to you, bro, the fucking World Wide Web and ChatGPT, right? I've voiced this so many times on my private self-development group. Outside of this, right? For those of y'all interested, pull up, man. I'm helping folks improve mentally, physically, financially, all that, man. But one of the biggest things I echo in there, and it's real shit, dog. We as a people have never had the surplus of resources available to us at our fingertips. Every answer to every question, every answer to every test, everything is out there for you to take advantage of, bro. So there's no fucking excuse for you to say you're stuck, right? There's no excuse to say someone's in your way. There's no excuse for you to say that you can't get somewhere that you want to get, right? It may be difficult. You may have to switch shit up. You may have to be uncomfortable. You may have to get out of your daily routine, bro. But dog, all the motherfuckers that have struggled over everything in the past, regardless of their fucking skin tone, bro, white, black, Asian, whatever the fuck, bro. Imagine if fucking Thomas Edison had ChatGPT. You know what I'm saying? Imagine if Leonardo da Vinci had Google. You know what I'm saying? Imagine if all these motherfuckers had what we have available now, bro. You don't have no fucking excuse not to be the best version of yourself, regardless of what the fuck is going on. So making excuses when there's literally no reason to make an excuse because you run into an obstacle, you run into a fucking wall, just go on the internet and figure some other shit out. Figure some shit out. But it takes some ingenuity. It takes some creativity. It takes some give a fuck, right? Nothing's handed to you, bro. But the irony in society today is that so many resources available to us that people are so soft and so comfortable and don't want to go out there and place themselves in vulnerable positions or uncomfortable positions. You know, don't want to be inconvenienced, bitch, when everything is available to you, bro. If you're crying victim over anything in 2025, dog, you don't know, or you just a lazy fuck. You don't know, or you're just a lazy fuck. Right? The majority, I'm going to give y'all grace and just assume that y'all just don't know. Y'all don't think about it like that. Right? You want handouts. You want people to come save you. Fuck that. Shit, want nobody to come fucking save you, bro. Even with the whole black struggle narrative, dog, say for instance, I know there's some people gonna hate what the fuck I'm saying, and they still want to hold the victim card and want to still say I demand reparations and it's harder for black folks and it ain't fair and everybody had a head start on us and all that shit, bro. Use that shit as fuel, right? Don't be a fucking bitch and then want somebody to fix your shit, bro. Use that shit as fuel and say I can win any fucking way. Let that shit motivate you and empower you to bust through any fucking wall, dog. Right? And it's easier now because you got Google, ChatGPT, Grok, all this shit, bro. Motherfucker, there's no excuse. Use that animosity, use that hatred, use that victim mindset to empower you to bust through shit if it's that difficult for you. But I'm telling you, it's better off just not using any excuse. Look at your situation. Identify your weaknesses, to identify your strengths, and then utilize resources available to you and kill it. Black, brown, white, Asian, whatever the fuck, bro. But yeah, seeing me like this, bro, I can recall having conversations with close ones, people that I respect, people that are smart, that knew me. I remember having conversations with them once I got out my little black box, bro. I remember talking to one of my bros. He was like, man, I hated seeing you be like that, and I hate seeing black folks, period, be like this, bro, because it's weak, right? But you know what I'm saying? He can't say that shit publicly, right? He can't say that shit in the wide, out in the open, bro, because motherfuckers getting their feelings, dog. You know what I mean? Cuz gonna look at him like Kirk or some shit, right? But being that he knew I was out of that box, man, we sitting there having that conversation, man, and it was embarrassing. It hurt my feelings. It hurts my feelings today seeing black folks still run with this fucking narrative, dog, because if these black folks that are still living with the victim mindset became aware, held themselves accountable, bro, we could change the whole fucking world, bro. If black folks could get out their own way and capitalize off of what black folks really have to offer, man, this shit turn the whole fucking world upside down, dog. Real shit. Real shit, bro. Politically, money-wise, business-wise, culture-wise, we get rid of the whole ninja mentality, bro, and embrace education and embrace financial literacy, and with all that comes with us, bro, man, y'all ain't ready for that conversation. Y'all ain't ready for that conversation, man. But that's the goal, bro. That's the goal, man. You know what I mean? I feel like I played enough of this shit. I've been rambling my ass on for the past couple minutes now because it's real, dog. I'm real passionate about it. I'm always down, to give my perspective, give my journey, and, empower and educate those who want it, for those that are ready for that conversation. But yeah, bro, from a victim to the Uncle Tom couldn't be the furthest from the truth, bro. But it's like anything else, bro. It's like if they don't like how it sounds and they ain't got no answer for it, they attack you personally, bro. It goes with anything. It goes with anything, bro. It's like, if I have nothing for you in an argument, then fuck you. You the worst motherfucker ever. Right? But that's just how the cookie crumbles, I guess, man. But anyway, thoughts?